Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously... And right away, he lost the football. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to have the Browns first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thornton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
At the 20-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Hamlet. Fitzgerald on the slant. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. They'll get him out of 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
Off the play fake. Hamlet. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hamlet. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Hamlet. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. And the Ravens first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Thornton. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down at the 45-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards.
Second down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Thornton. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 32 yards away. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now a play fake here on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Off the play fake. Hamlin. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but... And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mason Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. Here is third down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
They'll look to throw. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 36. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hamlet looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Hamlet. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First down, Baltimore.
The Ravens at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he finds Howard complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Looking to throw. Hamlet. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it, it's Mitchell. Evades him at the 10. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
14 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down is Mitchell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hamlin. And he's got his man on the out route. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Hamlin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hamlin will try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop He does have the first down. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here first and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raven first down.
Off play action. Hamlin. And he finds Fitzgerald. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Hamlin. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with Wilder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here's third and 6.
Leads to third and 6.
Now back to throw. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Complete to number 89.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Ravens.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Hamlin. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 3. Fitzgerald's got it right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
1st and goal.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Hamlin. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Off the play fake, Hamlin.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Hamlin. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would going a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Mitchell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hamlin. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a run, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Down right around the 25. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. expected. They're going for it to keep the drive alive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Off-play action. Hamlin. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 14.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll start out here with the option left. Oh, what a juke into space. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-4.